About to get started here. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. And the home opener is underway.
7 o'clock.
Comes up empty.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Got him. One away.
That's a ball.
Gets under it and pops it up. McGonigal has a beat on it. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's Christian Walker. Foul ball there. Swings and misses. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound in this one, Sean Burke. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And that is out of play. Caught him looking for the K. Here is Gleyber Torres. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Hey!
The 1-2.
Oh!
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's out number 2.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
On the corner at the knees for a strike. Into center. And it falls. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball.
Brings it in. That is the inning. Top of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts swings through that one. Good eye right there.
A ball.
That one 95 to finish him off. This one popped up. And makes the grab. And there are 2 down. And now it's Austin Hayes. Second inning here, no score. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Detroit, bottom half of inning number 2, Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Sliced hard but foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Wenzel Perez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. In the air, left field. And that is that. Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. Up the middle. Nice grab to first. And they get the out. And that one ripped to left. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Derek Hill now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Flaherty, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Out towards right center field. Carpenter on his way over. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Takes it in for the out.
Hey!
Late swing, foul to the left. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Now it's the shortstop, Kevin McGonigal. Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. As we go to the top of the 4th. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Luis Angel Acuna. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
You know, these White Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog. I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
And a base hit right there. And that's a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 2-run shot. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Oh, 2 now as he swings through it. 2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. And that's a fair ball. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that one almost hit him. Fouled off left side.
Here we
Teal
go.
checks his swing, appeal to third, and Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Here's the 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hayes.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Check swing didn't go. Now 1-2. Flails at that. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the fourth, Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. To third, Montgomery. The throw to second, to first, double play. Nicely done. Here's Riley Green. Fly to left his first time.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Whoa.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one to first, Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Comerica Park. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The next
No,
offering
that's
misses.
a ball.
And it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Stays alive. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Perez moving under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman Chase Mydroff.
On the ground to short, McGonigal. Over to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Derek Hill. In the air to left center, Green on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Spencer Torkelson.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Next pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him swinging for the K, and that's 4 strikeouts. 1 out, man at first. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers, and that misses, and that's ball 1. On a line out towards center, and there's 2 down.
No, that's a ball.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. In the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Inside. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, right field. And that is that. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Luis Angel Acuna. And that's fouled off. This to third. Throw on to Torkelson. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Christian Walker steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that'll do it. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 6th. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That one to first, and he can't come up with it. Save! It was never going to be easy after the missed play. Bunch attempt, but that goes foul. Trying to move him over here. On to Bogaerts. Throw to first, but he beat it. 1 out, man at first. Here comes Gleyber Torres. 1 for 2.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
For the Tigers, designated hitter,
That's in for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
On the ground to the left. Play made, that ends the inning. Back at Comerica Park.
shortstop.
New pitcher on here, Brennan Hanafy.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ball 1 to Bogaerts. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And that's a foul ball.
Foul ball.
That's ripped into the outfield. Carpenter takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Hanafi.
Nope.
He's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Full extension makes the catch. What a play. And now the right fielder, Austin Hayes.
Right fielder, Austin Hayes.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
2 down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Popped in the air, left field. Hill under it. And there's one away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fouled off. He was late. The White Sox leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Tigers.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches. And I mean,
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
he was all over that one. Loud. Contact leads to the double.
White Sox going with a new arm, Tyler Gilbert.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And a count 1-2. Tying run at the plate. Sets him down looking. Back here in Detroit, ready to begin the 8th. Andrew Benintendi getting ready to hit.
Strike one.
Swing and a miss and a slider. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one down.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman Chase Michael.
Popped up. And a couple of quick outs.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
In the air, right field. And that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. And a foul ball. Just missed. Gonna count 1-2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Tigers going with a pinch hitter. How-Yu Lee.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2.
On the tag, you're out.
A sensational double play. So up next, Kevin McGonigal. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Inning over. Back at Comerica Park. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. The 0-1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that one ripped to left. One down. What a stop. Onto the pitcher. Nicely done for the out. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. He's already homered in this game. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that is that. And we're back. Stepping in, Gleyber Torres.
Nope, that's inside.
Gilbert in his 3rd season, 32 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2015. Good take by Torres. Base hit center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers. Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. That's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
All over that one right there. Other than ripping one into the gap,
Seranthony Dominguez comes out trying to close it out.
well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
This is a batter who loves to produce late in ball games. He doesn't shy away from the big moment.
Just off the inside edge.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting him hear it as well.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third. Kerry Carpenter, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here. That misses the zone. Ball 1. The Tigers with the go-ahead run at third. They're in the last half of inning number 9. And there's one away.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Dylan Dingler will hit next. There's a strike at the knees.
tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Next pitch is outside, and that's ball 1. That one ripped, but foul. substitution now at third. Detroit going with the pinch runner, Matt Vierling. You don't see a lot of pinch runners at third, but with less than 2 outs, they're hoping he gives them a better chance of scoring. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. That one inside. Ball 1. The Tigers, the winning run at third. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one handled. That's the 3rd out. And we're headed. Back here in Detroit, on to extra innings. Xander Bogaerts steps to the plate for the White Sox.
No, that's a ball.
Check swing went around, and it's 1-1. That's a little bit low.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to pump firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him.
Strike!
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Swung on, belted. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Just off the inside edge. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Vierling settles underneath it. 2 down. Go ahead run on base. Austin Hayes digs in now. And he swings through that one. The White Sox with the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind.
Swing and a miss. Back in Comerica Park. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Kevin McGonigal. Bunts it straight back to the mound. Tag out! And they cut down the winning run at third. Right through there for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The White Sox trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in extra innings. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Here's Jahmai Jones. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So
swing and a miss. 11th inning set to get underway. Here's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi.
No, that's a ball.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Inside, just missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. The throw home. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
1 on, nobody out, a run in. We are in the 11th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Here we
Check
go.
swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first. Did not go. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming.
Did he
Line
go?
drop. Tries to hold up. Appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Man at second. This one belted. Deep left field. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen. Kyle Finnegan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Already 3 runs across in the frame, and we're here at the top half of the 11th. Out towards right center field. Carpenter on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now the number 2 hitter, Colson Montgomery. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs. Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man on second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball off right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. In the dirt, blocked. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And a dangerous. That misses. Ball 1. On the ground. Base hit into center field. Montgomery on his horse around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-2. This one in the air center field. Perez on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. We're in extras here. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hit. Number 66 will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with. So he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Out to center. Acuna takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
1 out and a runner at second. And we're in the bottom of the 11th. Swing and a pop-up. Makes the grab. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 4 with a double. In the air to left center. Ball game.
Well, Boog, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. He'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him on this career milestone.
And your final 6-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long